Another week, another trading cycles video. We are now in week 11 of 2023, and we're gonna go over what happened last week, and then we're gonna move on to this week of events, and we're going to be looking at some graphs once more. Before we continue, as usual, keep in mind we do not offer or provide financial advice. All the content that we share is intended for educational purposes only. Always trade the price and not a prediction. And I'm handing it off over to you, Urmas.
Thank you, Eric. What an exciting times we have at the moment. Markets have been like a roller coaster ride here. So last week was indeed quite exciting. Obviously, there is an astrological explanation for that as well. What happened from Tuesday on, since Saturn changed signs to Pisces now for the next 2.5 years. It's something to look forward or not. It really depends on the point of view. But yes, the market started to decline and quite heavily. And there were a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, the banking crisis that started in US now. And obviously, Jeremy Powell's statements didn't help at all either. So we'll have to wait and see if he has changed his point of views now a bit after that crisis that occurred. And we'll just have to wait and see. But price action was quite interesting as well. So it did fell through that support line now once again on Russell 3000. And now it is acting as a resistance again. So we'll just have to wait and see if it breaks back up or it will remain now below that trend line here. Yeah. All right. And if we look at the S&P 500, it's quite similar picture, although that support line has now quite heavily been tested here. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. And what happened on daily chart, and if I look what we did predict here, our initial prediction was that this week should see a increasing price. Yeah. But obviously this didn't happen. So that turning point on the 8th didn't really occur as a proper turning point. It did hold for 1 day, but then the decline continued. Obviously, the selling pressure was quite heavy on the market. And also that was seen on the VIX index as well, which is now quite heavily up there. And we did talk about it on our Estonian channel on our annual overview, but I will show it here as well. It is, well, we have done our research and predictions for the year ahead for the VIX index as well. And that's the graph that we showed in the end of last year. So VIX index prediction saw that coming as well, quite heavy rise in the mid-March. So we'll just have to wait and see now if that is the end of it and the market is still going to turn around. And also the VIX index will start declining again with rising markets, or if that is wrong, then obviously we'll just we're going to see more declining price action on the market actually. So but there are a couple of more things I wanted to share. Firstly, we did go through the cycle prediction here, and that kind of showed a little dip here as well, which obviously in cycle analysis it doesn't really reflect the magnitude of the movement. It just shows us the time scale and possible turning points on the market. So that kind of held quite good. So we did see that price drop here, and obviously this week we should see now raising prices again. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. As I always say, Eric, you know already, don't trade the prediction, trade the price. All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. And there's one more chart I want to show you that takes into account annual cycles of the US market. And those two lines here, which bottom are on 20th of March. These are 3-year and 12-year annual cycles. And they both show that the market is declining at the moment. And obviously we should see quite good seasonal price action going up from 20th of March until second half of the April. Yeah. So that should be quite good time for the market. Even on declining markets, there usually is some sort of upward price action going on because of those seasonals. And also that red line here, that's our 60-year cycle, which also showed declining markets from what is it, 7th, yeah, from Tuesday. Yeah, that's quite accurate actually. And that shows a turning point for today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I'll just now have to wait until the next time and see if that held place or the market just thought something else. So yeah, interesting times, as I said. And let's have a look at the Bitcoin now, what was going on there. Basically, Bitcoin did hold up much better. The turning point that we had on the 8th wasn't quite exact. The actual turning of the Bitcoin market took place on the 10th. And the prices started to rise from there. And at the moment, I'm keeping this 16th, which is Thursday, as the next possible turnaround point on the market. And I do expect a decline afterwards. All right. That's been quite impulsive move now because of that or these events that were going on in US. Okay, so and gold market obviously has been considered as a safe haven at the moment as well. So that that raise on the price action there took place a bit more sharply than I expected. So we just have to wait and see what's going to go on there, but we'll keep a close eye on it as well. All right. And a 50-day moving average of overall market has now ended up in the 30% area here. That's the red zone, which means that the market might start turning around at some point, because obviously when it reaches that zone, either on the 70 or above 70 or below 30, then there is good potential for market turnarounds as well. And yes, the yield curve is still negative, and we saw quite heavy dip here on the 8th. So that was the actual crash event area. Basically, after that, the stock market started declining very heavily as well. All right, so that's about it shortly. We'll just have to wait and see then until next week how our prediction is holding place and if the turning points are actually in the right place or not. All right.
Very exciting stuff. Definitely keeping an eye on what's going to be happening next. And so should you. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the like button. Share this video with your friends, with your family. As I previously mentioned, maybe with your grandma. It is a joke, but maybe, I don't know, maybe she's interested in getting into trading and looking more into the financial world. So this could be a good source of knowledge for them. But yeah, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment with your ideas and thoughts. What do you think? How's the prediction gonna hold up for the next week? And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
Bye bye.